Alright, what's up ladies and gentlemen, it's Super here and welcome to another MK11 Joker video. Of course, every time a new DLC character comes out, I do these basic tutorials to pretty much get you going with the character. To give you guys an idea of what the character could do on a basic level so then you could take them into training mode and, you know, come up with your own stuff. So we have Joker here. The variation I'm going to use is his variation number 3, which is the Kapow. Or I don't think it's called Kapow, but it has a Kapow move because this is the most basic variation that Joker has. The other two are a little bit more complicated, especially the setup one, which is my personal favorite, of course, because I think it'll end up being the best variation because of what you could do in the corner with Joker. But that's going to be for another time. Now, before I get started, I don't edit these videos, so when I say 1, 2, 3, I'm talking about the face buttons on the controller, the attack button. So if you guys look on the bottom left, I'm going to show you guys. This is 1, which is X. This is 2. This is 3. And this is 4. So when I say 1, 2, 3, 4, that's what I'm talking about. Leave a like on the video if you guys enjoy these, and let's get started. I'm not going to go really in depth because I don't want this video to be 20 minutes long. Plus, most of you guys have already seen the Kombat cast. So I'm just going to go over a basic strategy with Joker. First off, his movement is amazing. Like his forward dash goes a little bit far. I'm not the best at like doing the wave dashing, as you guys see. But whoever is really good at doing that, you're gonna have a good time with Joker, because not only that, but his backdash is really good. Most characters have really stubby backdashes. Joker's does not. It has a good amount of range, and the best thing about it is, since he has such long-ranging attacks, you could actually avoid your opponent while at the same time with punishing their attack. So Joker, really good in and out game with his movement, and overall just he just feels like a faster character than, you know, like 80% of the cast. So he's been a lot of fun for me. Let's talk about some of his combo strings. One of the best ones that he has for sure, even though it's a high, is his forward 2-1. This combo string is super good because forward 2-1 is safe on block. It leads into an overhead. So variation number 1, you get a little mix up there with the low bat projectile, but easy to hit confirm. Crazy long range, as you guys see, almost character length. It's not quite character length. It's like one step in front of character length. I think it's 14 frame startup, forward 2. 13 frame startup. It's just a solid string that you could just throw out there, but be careful because it is a mid. But this is, most characters don't have moves that reach this far. Of course, Devore is a, you know, unique case, which with some of the best range in the game. But this attack string for Joker is super good. Make sure you guys use it. And if you're using variation number 3, you could actually easily hit confirm into this for a pop-up launcher. 1-2-1. Okay, let's talk about 1-2-1 because I mentioned in other videos that it's an amazing string, and I think it's a good string now because, of course, that was 40 minutes into Joker. I wasn't really paying attention too much on what you could do or what the properties were, but at face value, it looks amazing, right? It looks amazing. It's only -2. So, of course, you're completely safe, but the thing is, the last hit of this attack is a high. So, if someone is using this string consistently on you, you could actually completely punish them, and you could even hit them with the crushing blow down too because it is a high. But, you know, be careful how you use that combo string because even though it's -2 and it's super good because it's a meterless launcher, you're going to have to be careful because your opponent is going to be able to punish you if he or she knows that it's a high attack. So be careful. So what you're going to want to use instead is 1, 2, 3. So this combo string right here is only like -6. You are going to give up your turn, but if you see this hit, you could always hit confirm into this. But if you see your opponent blocked it, you could go into this attack, which is completely safe. I think it's a good trade-off, you know, because this is pretty hit confirmable. You know, if you see your opponent block this, you go into this. If you see it hit, you go into this, or you can go into, you know, your launcher right away if you want. Ooh, a little bit too far there. Okay, so forward 1-4 is another really good combo string to use. This is going to want to be, this is your stop mashing combo. Because you guys know you hit someone with a down one, and what do? They start mashing, right? They start mashing, you're down one. So if you try to attack with a stand one, you're gonna get mashed on. If you try to do this, you're gonna get mashed on. This is might be a little bit too slow. So this combo string is a stop mashing combo string. 11 frame mid with a ton of range, throwing money on fire to Devorah, and it leads into a completely safe string that you can hit confirm into your special again. It's just really, really good. It also has like a little built-in mix-up because if you're using the other two variations or the cane overhead, I call it crowbar overhead just because it's Joker. And I need to unlock that crowbar that he has, but anyway. So this combo string right here actually has a third ender, or an ender, which is a low. This low is only like -7, -6, something like that. So it's pretty much safe versus most of the cast. Actually, let's see how it is. What is it? It is -6, so it's completely safe versus everyone in the cast. So if you do have the other variations with the crowbar, you could actually go into this, or you could go into this for a little mix-up on your opponent. Obviously, I don't have the crowbar, which is an overhead, so can't show you guys that. But you're gonna have to be careful because that is unsafe. Another combo string he has is his low. This right here is completely safe. That's the one beautiful thing about the Joker, is he has a lot of combo strings that are safe on block and that are pretty hit confirmable. So this one right here, another one, hit your opponent with that, you see it hit. You know, you go in for whatever damage you want to get, whatever combo you want to get. Really good string. Now this string right here is interesting because I thought it sucked at first, right? Because it's so like goofy looking, and it has such a big window to whiff punish it, which it does. So you're gonna have to be careful. But this has a lot of like potential to it because this has a crushing blow where the overhead, if the overhead hits by itself, you could, you know, you get a crushing blow, and the crushing blow is you gain the ability to cancel that attack, and you already do a ton of damage with the crushing blow. So then you cancel the attack, and you get, I guess that doesn't work with that, and you get a good amount of damage. For one bar, 35% damage, really good. Another reason why it's so good is because if you have variation number 1 with the low Batman shots again, you could go for this overhead, or you could go for the low Batman shots. It's good in that regard. Also, if you don't have it, and you want to mix your opponent up, you could actually go for your fatal blow, cancel into the forward throw, which of course leads into a crushing blow, and your opponent's gonna know about that. But they're also going to be afraid of the crushing blow overhead. So this combo string right here, you know, it's pretty versatile. Not only that, but if you see this attack hit, it's pretty hit confirmable. It has a lot of cancel frames, meaning that you don't have to like input your command as soon as the move hits. You could actually wait a good amount of time before you input your command. So it kind of reminds me of like Shao Kahn's like forward 3, just that you know, that one has like way more. It's just a little bit harder to do it with Shao Kahn, but that's a really good combo string. His last combo string that I'm gonna highlight here is his stand 2. This is actually his most damaging ender if you don't want to extend your combo twice. So I'll show you guys an example here. I'll do this 1-2-1 meterless launcher into forward 1-4, which is a really good combo ender. It did, I think 24%. Now compare it to that. Compared to this right here, this is 26. So if you're gonna want to, if you know, get anyone in any sort of popping situation, and you don't want to go for, you know, any sort of combos like this, you want to keep it simple. This still does a good amount of damage. So, you know, if you don't want to do the jump 1, if you don't want to do any of that other stuff. Also, in variations where you don't have this, and you only have, you know, maybe this as a pop-up option, that's going to want to be your combo ender. So as far as like traditional combos with Joker, the one that I do is this one right here. I guess that one doesn't work there either. Come on, Joker. This is the one that I do just because I like extending combos with 1-2-1. As you guys see, it does 33%. What a lot of people are doing right now is going with the jump 1 or the jump 2 and then doing a little bit of that stuff. You could actually extend it a little bit further, I think. Let's see. So that's a different variation, but as you guys see, that's why I didn't want to show off like the double extension of the glove, because I did 33% with the other combo with 1 bar, and that did 35 using 2 gloves, you know. So in my recommendation, I would prefer to just use 1 meter and just stick with you know, whatever combo you want to use 1 meter and do whatever combo you want to do, because that's going to get you 30%, and then you're going to want to save your other bar for, you know, anything else that you want to do. As far as special moves, right? Oh, did I talk about crushing blows? I think I talked about one, but this crushing blow right here on this combo string is going to be your bread and butter crushing blow. You're going to get this pretty much every game, because the requirement is you punish your opponent or you hit your opponent with a counter attack, meaning they might be mashing on like the high and you hit them with the overhead. That's going to trigger it. Or if your opponent does something that, you know, like a down 2, for example, and you're just like right here and you whiff punish them, it's going to activate this. And this right here is going to definitely get you a ton of damage. So as you guys see, 43% for 1 bar. That's really good. That's really good. And if you don't want to use meter, it's okay. We got this bad boy right here. That's 38% with 1 bar. Really good. So as far as his other attacks, he has this right here in this variation, which is a good round closer. Mostly in the corner. I would probably recommend you guys use it in the corner. So let's just say you get, you know, combo, blah, blah, blah. You do this right here. It does activate as a low, and you can let it go immediately. And your opponent has to take that low. And if they want to try to jump out or be cheeky, you hold it, and then boom, you meter burn it. And guess what? You can't combo from it, but your opponent explodes 9%, and they land on the fire. So I think this is a pretty solid move right here. That's why I think this variation is really good for the Joker, because it's very straightforward, but it's also good. It has a lot of potential, a lot of damage potential. So one last thing that I want to talk about, which is one of Joker's absolutely most important things, is the fact that he could cancel his fatal blow. The reason this is so good is because, of course, I showed you guys, if you forward throw your opponent and your fatal blow is on cooldown, it does a crushing blow, and that's 31%. And I showed you guys a way you can mix your opponent up with it. You know, just if you're pressuring your opponent, you know, any combo string that you're doing, you could always cancel it. Of course, if they're blocking, you know what I mean? But you could always cancel it and go for the fatal blow. Now, if you have this, for example, and your opponent knows that you want to cancel it and they want to press buttons, you could instead go for your forward 1 mid, and if you catch him pressing buttons, boom, you get a full pop-up combo. So the fact that you could dash cancel Joker's fatal blow is so cool. It's really gonna help him out. You could also do different combos like this. Let's see if I can do it. I'm not used to doing this combo, but give myself a couple more tries. Canceling it from that when your opponent's in the air is a little weird for me, but there you go. You can do like some cool little creative combos like that, catching them or doing the fatal blow cancel mid combo instead of starter. But of course, you know, you could do the run cancel at any point. Damn combo. I did it too fast for myself right there. I practice the combos with this variation. But there you go. you want to extend your combos a little bit more, go with that. And you know, that's probably one of the best things about Joker, and the fact that his fatal blow, or that his grab crushing blow, is tied to canceling your fatal blow, it actually helps him out more than it hurts him, because it just opens up a little bit more of a mind game on block, when, you know, your opponent might think you're gonna go for the throw, but instead, you know, you go for one of these. And I think it's pretty solid. Also, you could you know, cancel it from this. Let's see, oops, you cancel it from this as well. I thought I was gonna miss right there, to be honest. So if you're in the corner, it's a little bit easier to combo into that. But as you guys see, you could cancel it from that specific overhead string to get a little bit more damage. And overall, this variation of Joker is just solid. So I think that about does it. You guys know his normal attacks, right? His bat, this thing right here. Those are just like his core movesets. But I just want to talk about variation number 1, get you guys started with this variation. I showed you guys some combos, and hopefully you guys go out there and enjoy some more Joker. So thank you so much for watching today's video, and I'll see you guys